Hey guys! Today I would like to share with you my favorite product of the last period of time. The product that I am actually obsessed with and that I always use for my paintings and my drawing. Please notice that my preferences are based on my own experience with the product and my needs from a product. So maybe some of my favorites are not yours, and that is absolutely fine. But without further ado, let's get started! My first top product is this masking fluid. It's from the brand Masqueepen, that is an UK brand, and I have to say that I took it just randomly because I need to change my masking fluid. It's not the cheaper masking fluid out there, I have to say, because it costs almost the double than the Winsor & Newton masking fluid, but there are a couple of things that I love about this product. In particular, it has a 0.8 millimeters nylon nib, so to do details I don't have to use actually my brush with it, so I can avoid to ruin them. Then the color of the product is light blue and not transparent or white, so it is very visible on paper. And also it is so easy to peel off. I can use my finger, I can use a rubber, and it doesn't ruin my paper at all. I think it's not perfect because for sure if you have to cover a large surface, maybe it's not the product for you. But if you have to do some precise work with it, it's absolutely stunning. So far, I'm really loving it, and this is my second bottle of this product. I think that I will buy it again. My second tops are actually two brushes that I got for my birthday. They are quite large tip brushes, and I showed them in my birthday haul. In particular, there is this number 16 Tempera brush, and the series is the 500. And the brand of these brushes is actually the Art Shop brand, so I'm showing it here just for people that live in Finland. And this brush has a very large tip, is very cheap, but it loads color and water very well. It's not the softer brush that I own, but it is quite good, especially thinking about the price. And I'm using it constantly when I have to cover large surface in my painting, and I already cleaned it for 2 months a lot and didn't lose any bristle, and it returns always in the perfect shape as I bought it. My second top brush is number 18 Raphael Synthetique brush. I bought it because it was very cheap among all the brushes from the brand. And I have to say that I discovered one of my favorite brushes out there. First thing is the softer brush that I own, and I don't know how that is possible because it's synthetic. And for me, the fact that it's synthetic is also an advantage and something that I'm always looking for. Then the size is perfect, and also it is manufactured so well, and it is also very light to carry around and to use it. It cleans also so easily, and it loads a lot of water and the colors beautifully. I have to say that this brush, since I have it, enters in my top 3 brushes of all time. Another top product of the period that you saw already in my channel is this Daniel Smith Primatek set. The set contains 6 colors in total, but actually my favorite colors are just 2, and they are Amethist Genuin and Mayan blue. I love how textured these colors are, and I love to use them in my environments. In particular, Amethist Genuin is a violet, and it has some silver glitters in it when it dries out, and it has a lot of texture, and I love it to use for cliff and rocks. Then Mayan blue Genuin is a light blue with a lot of texture, and it's perfect if you have to do seaside landscape. So for sure, out of the 6 colors, these two are my favorite one, and I love how they perform, and they are always with me in my travel kit. Another top of mine is actually a palette that I made by my own, and I made this palette putting some colors in this amazing box that I got in Japan. And inside we can find 5 full pan colors. In particular, they are all from Rosa Gallery brand. This combination of colors seems a little bit strange. Actually, they are amazing together, and I love to use this palette both alone and also with other palettes that I own. With this palette I can do a lot of environments, and the performances of all the colors are just great, and the combination of the color together is just stunning. I'm quite obsessed with this palette that I create just randomly because I love those colors alone, but all together they were a game changer for me. Hands down, this is the most used palette of this summer. If we also think how little it is, and that I carry around this palette everywhere with me, is also another pro point for me. Also, the price point of the Rosa Gallery colors is just great, because they are so cheap. Here in Finland you pay €2.50 for each full pan. That is just amazing if you consider the performance of the color. Then, among my tops of the period, I have 2 pans. In particular, I have this big multi-channel pan that I got in Japan in a museum, but actually you can find everywhere, even in the grocery store at the stationery area. It has 4 colors. It has a blue, a green, a red and a black. I use it a lot for sketching in my sketchbook, and lately it comes always with me wherever I go. It is so travel friendly, and also it is very light to use, because sometimes this kind of pen can be a little bit heavy to handle, but actually this is not the case. Every time that I want to do ink sketches, actually I use it. The other pen that I want to show you actually is from a Japanese brand, and I got in Japan. I don't know if it is easy or not to buy also in Europe and USA, but I want to show you this pen because I'm using it a lot. Almost every evening when I'm doing pen sketches I use it. The thing that made me buy it was that the color was so different from any other pen that I own. It is in this wonderful burgundy shade, and actually it is quite a unique color. It dries very quickly, and the final result on the ink sketching is just great. I think that if I will go to Japan anytime soon, I will also buy other colors. Another favorite of mine in the last period of time are for sure these 2 pencils. They are my go-to wherever I have to do a pencil sketch. They are the Mitsubishi pencils. In particular, the most used pencils are the B and the 2B one. I also got the HB one, but I don't use it a lot. But these 2 became my go-to for pencil sketches, because I can obtain quite a wide range of values with these pencils. They write so well. Overall, I really love the performance of these pencils. Last stop of this summer is this Muji sharpener. If you see my video, for sure you know how much I love this sharpener. I just discovered it randomly at the Muji shop. It costs €2.50, and I was looking for actually to something really little to carry around with me, but with a container. So I decided to try it out. It sharpened almost all my professional color pencils and almost all my pencils just beautifully. make very sharpened tips, and also it has a container that it is a plus for me because I can carry it around when I travel, and I can sharpen 3-4 times with it without have to throw away the waste inside. And it is super light and super small. And that's it, guys. These were all the products that I'm using mainly in the last period of time, that I'm loving and that I'm obsessed with. Some of them are just new discoveries, some of them I know from lots of time. I always love to change our supplies, buy new stuff, try out new stuff, so my tops always change in time, but these are for sure my summer top art supplies. I'm always curious to discover new products, so please let me know in a comment below which art supplies you love and you cannot live without. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to don't miss any other content. See you next time. Moi moi!